everyone. Nicole, Kelly. Most of you maybe have only talked to Lydia. This is Lydia. We love Lydia. And Matt, let's give Matt a hand here. You guys do a great job. It's not easy working with CoCard. It's not an easy task. But they love it. They go, Dan, we really love CoCard. Really? Okay. But they do, and we love them. So anyway, Nicole, you're gonna present today. They'll be at the booth. Come say hi. But you want to use a handheld or? Yeah, perfect. Okay, there you go. Take it away.
Thanks for the introduction, Dan. Really appreciate it. It's great to see everybody and be back. It's been 3 years since I left Transfers, so a little bit of background history on me. I left and went to work for an ISO. So I left the acquiring space. I was with Elevon for years, went to Transfers, and then left to actually work in ISO. The ISO I went to, I'll just say, is MindBody. So those of you who don't know MindBody, they're a large SaaS-based software company based in San Luis Obispo, California. Moved from Denver, from the Broomfield area, and left and went over to California. Never thought a girl from New York would ever end up in California, but I am. So it was a great, wonderful experience to be on the inside and working at an ISO and really understanding what it was all about and really what an ISO goes through. Every ISO is different. All of you are unique, obviously. So for me, it was just so refreshing to be able to help and consult and manage a payments division at MindBody. So it's great to be back. I've only been back for 4 months, so be gentle on me. But the good news is that Lydia and Matt are managing your account. They have the relationship. I used to have the relationship. They're the ones doing the day-to-day working with you guys. So they're doing an awesome job, really helping to balance them. So I took over for Brent Barg. So those of you who don't know Brent Barg, he is stepped into another role. So my job is to help these two, to help you with a partnership. So really excited to be back and just wanted to kind of give you a little background there on where I went to and why I'm back. So really excited. Obviously, Tsys is an amazing company. And I've known Mike Peters, who runs our channel, for many years. And it's just fantastic to be back. It's a fantastic company and just thrilled. I'm very passionate about this. So thrilled to be back with all of you and seeing some smiling faces. So excellent. Let's get started. Do you mind doing a little step back? So one of the reasons that I came back to Tsys, and I just kind of gave a little hint to this, is that for me, it was really about the company and how they treat their employees. You got to understand, I just left MindBody, who has core values driven into every single thing that they do. And so for me, looking at my career for the last 20 years, I wanted to to work for a company that had the same values that I had, same values I stood for. When I was at MindBody, I think one of the things I understood is core values are the key of everything we do. So Tsys rated one of the top employee-based companies through surveys, different companies. Forbes just named them one of the best companies to work for. So this is our customer covenant we came up with, and wanted to kind of just start out with this to let you know that this is about the partnership. This is about us being connected, doing things for you, what's best for your interest. That's what we're here for. We can step on to the next slide. Obviously, all of us have been doing this for a long time. We've all been in this industry for quite a while, some of us, and so there's a way to look at things and seeing how we've evolved over time. We've really made things complicated. Some things have been very complicated, and they shouldn't be. So I think one of the things to point out here is that going forward, those that are going to be successful are the ones that make it simple. And we've all seen that, right, with Square and some of the leaders in the industry, with Stripe, been to their office and worked with them a little bit. So it's interesting to see the differences and the dynamics and the diversity that's happened over the years with all these different processors and acquirers that are coming out and changing the landscape of where we are. So this is our purpose, and I just want to the reason I brought these slides in is, again, to just make sure that everybody understands who we are. Obviously, some of you that have worked with Transfers in the past, I know we've been coming to your show every year, and we talk to you on a daily basis. I just ran into some folks and said hello. So it's important to understand that we're driven here for you. So I want to make sure that everybody understands that and want to throw our purpose up there. We don't just talk about it, it's actually just throw it on slides. It's actually communicated from Philip Q, who's our Executive Vice President of our channel, all the way down into our employees. So as I stated, I'm passionate, obviously, about, as I've been talking about for 4 slides, But one of the things I did in the last 4 months is I needed to have all of you on a phone, and I needed to talk to you more and be more engaged. So we handpicked 15 partners. CoCard is one of them, and Ray Rea will represent you at this Partner Channel Advisory Board. So I just put this together with the help of a team here, and November 28th is a kickoff. We're going to meet quarterly. And what this is really a chance to have your voice heard with Philip and with Mike at the executive level, and to really engage with us at a different level. So I want to make sure that we're listening to you, and that we're hearing you, and that the executives are engaged, and that we're sharing strategies, and that we understand each other. So for me, it's something that we had it years ago. I brought it back, so I want to make sure that this is something that we're driving towards. So we're going to talk about product strategies, our roadmap. We're going to go through everything, and then 3 times a year we'll meet for 3 different quarters, and then 1 time a year we'll meet face-to-face. And so we're driving towards a March conference, so that'll be something more to come, but we're pulling that together now as we speak. So I know that's important. To me, it's face-to-face, it's these interactions that really bring value and really help to drive the relationship and drive the partnership. So excited about that. So as Bloom was speaking earlier, he gave a great presentation and wanted to just go through Vital a little bit and walk through our product set. I believe we provided pricing to Ray and to Jenny, and so what we want to do is just talk through this product suite is going to be released in Q1, and so I can tell you, standing here today, that it will happen in Q1. We've had a couple false starts, I'll admit that, but one thing that Philip is committed to is he's really kind of put the hammer down, and we've really looked at our priority roadmap and focused on just our top 7 initiatives. What are those top 7 things? We have 150 things on the list. What are those top 7 things? This is one of them. So obviously with so many priorities and so many things on the list, you can't be good at everything. So we want to be good at something, and this is one of those things that we feel passion for, we feel that we need, and we're excited to launch this. This is a great product to sell for everybody. So I'm just going to run through a few slides of this, and obviously we have the units here, and Matt and Lydia can demo those, or you can feel free to demo them on yourselves. They're all set in demo mode, so we're excited to be able to showcase those here at the show. All right, so with the portal, we have a portal that is built into, obviously iMobile 3, as Rep mentioned, was purchased by Tsys. So with that being said, these devices are all iMobile 3 software that we have basically built onto our Rails and our platform. So with that, we have our PAX terminal, A920, we have an ELO device, and we have an X5. So with that, we also have mobile swipers as well, but I want to just go through a few of the features and highlights and make sure that we're all on the same page and that we understand the product a little bit better. One of the features, and this is great for iMobile 3 that did this, and I don't want to kind of go over reports ad nauseum, but we really have an amazing set of reports in this software. It blows me away when I think about where we look at TransLink, for instance. A lot of you might look at it and say, oh, this is so archaic, and why do we have this? And it gives a lot of good data. If the data's there, it really helps to drive things. It really helps to make decisions. So the reports in our software are phenomenal. And without going through all of them, we can see some of them. If we want to do some demos as well, we have some calls coming up that we're going to schedule to when we launch this product. It drills into everything, every imaginable set of data that you can think of. It even gives you weather forecasts or the weather actual date, what the temperature was on certain days of the month for past transactions and how many transactions you had on that date based on the weather. It really does drill into all sorts of variables. So it's a fantastic way to look at reports. So the market, so this is where all of the apps live. What we're doing is really looking at this as we don't want to overwhelm the software with a lot of applications. We want to keep it simple. So we're looking at doing, a couple apps for every industry, not making it complex, make it real clean and real easy to use, real simple. So this is something that we're really excited about and something that you're going to really enjoy using. Obviously, digital marketing, we're going to obviously include all of the players, the Yelps and the Facebooks and everything else to make sure that everything is listed as far as social media and that all the reputation IQ software is built in as well. So obviously here's kind of a few pictures of what the devices look like. I'm going to go into a few of them right now. So obviously we want to make it simple. The setup and ease of use is really important. So one of those things that we're looking at is obviously we want to make sure that everything is clean, simple to use, and when you download the app, you log into it, you pair your device. It's really that simple. So we're super excited to be able to launch this in Q1. So our mobile device, right now it's with Android. We're launching obviously with Apple as well. Competes with Clover Go, near zero price. We have the hooks for the KPIs, virtual terminal. C3, C4, and C8 are the different Bluetooth and card swipe devices that are used. So we're really excited to be able to offer a mobile device and mobile EMV readers and so forth. So that's all going to be available. For the terminal aspect, the X5, which is the A920 from PAX, is going to be our device going forward. This is just to kind of give you some comparison. I know First Data is here, so it does compete with Clover Flex. So this is when you're comparing terminals and units. This is the comparable terminal to that. So it's aggressively priced. Obviously, Ray's got the pricing and Jenny has that. Goes anywhere, Wi-Fi, simple setup, 5-inch screen, hence the name X5. Easy to remember. Select 8, I love this device. It took a while to really get warmed up to it, but as I think Lydia mentioned it earlier as well, Select 8 has an 8-inch screen, so this competes with Clover Station. It has built-in payment terminal, printer receipt. One of our merchants that uses this quite a bit, just to kind of give you an idea of like who would go after this, or what market we'd go after, what industry. This is really, if you think of something like a kids book club or a kind of that going out and doing different things in elementary schools. This unit is so simple to use. You can have it come out of the box, ship it to the next school. A parent could come out and actually log in, plug it in, and start using it. It's very, very simple to use, very easy to use. So that kind of gives you an idea of we have thousands of these things out there right now being used and by one merchant, and the ease of use is phenomenal. So something to look at and keep your eye on. The ELO device, this is the Select E15. This is really what competes with the Clover Station. So as all of you are familiar with Clover products, moderately priced, 15-inch screen, does everything that you need to do. I'd love to show you guys a demo. If you guys want to stop by the booth, we can run through this with you, make sure that all of you are up to speed on it. Again, we'll be doing some demos and making sure that we're all on the same page as far as the product set and the product offering. And then, as I mentioned, the A900 actually, or I'm sorry, the A920 rather, has a table feature as well. So it built in the software, you can pay at the table, take orders, all of it is built into this device. So whether you use it just as a straight up Wi-Fi unit, or you can use it in restaurants and pay at the table. So it gives you that offering that retail versus restaurant as well. We want 24/7 support. We want to be able to support all of you and make sure that everybody is getting what they need. So obviously this is going to be important to us. We're building all the infrastructure. Everything is being set up so that we have support from iMobile 3, Tsys. We have all of our ducks in a row to make sure that we give you the support that you need in your merchants as well. So these next few slides just kind of show and compare, contrast the product offering and to show you that we're going head to head right now. This is something that Tsys has been lacking, I'd say, in the last few years. We've had PayFox and we've had some other units go out, but when you're selling, it's Genico, Verifone, but this is us. This is vital. So we're excited to look at all the competition out there and say we're there. We made it. We have a product offering that competes. And wanted to show you a couple slides. We can go through these a little bit on the quicker side, but obviously with Square. We have devices that compete, Elevon, WorldPay, CardFlight, and First Data, obviously, too. So, let's talk promotion. let's talk about how we can sell some of these units and get some excitement about this. So, what we're going to do is we're going to take your Q4 monthly averages for your production, how many deals you guys are sending in. Anybody that submits 10 or 20 merchants over your Q4 average, we're going to be able to offer you a free mobile device. Anyone 21 to 30, we're going to do the Pro, and then 30 plus, we'll do the full Vital Pro Plus. So if we have 5 or 10 offices doing the Vital Pro Plus, we're doing it. This is a great, exciting offer. So I want to make sure you guys are out there offering it. If you have a case where you want to maybe even do a demo unit, we could probably talk about that, Ray. I shouldn't offer up so much right now, but I'm just going to throw it out there. Let us know what the interesting offer is, because we want to make sure that it makes sense that if we're going to do a demo unit, that it's an opportunity that we both could work with. So that's something that you could work with Lydia and Matt on as well, because we're doing a couple demo units with a couple other partners as well. So that's it. Any questions? Any comments? Any feedback for Lydia or Matt?
Any questions on Tsys altogether?
Yeah, altogether, it's not just vital. Yeah, there's more to it.
What's going on with your underwriting? Oh, come on.
Okay, let's be real, right? We're partners. So I've known you guys for 10 for 8 years. No.
Was there any change?
Yeah, there's changes coming. I just spent 3 days in the Poconos with Mike Peters, so
Okay.
yeah, with
Beat 'em up a
Philip.
little bit?
Yeah, I was the one. I was a new girl in the room and asked Philip directly, "What are we doing about credit underwriting?" And so that is changing. There's changes coming. Just please be patient with us. It's very close. So
How about
Or no.
pricing American Express different?
that is something I just saw an email on. I'll probably have to defer to Lydia. Do you have any updates on American Express pricing? No. I'll have to get back to that.
Hey, I'm just throwing stuff.
No, anything. Tell me. What else?
What about EBT?
EBT, I don't know if we have any offerings in the works as well. Yeah, well, let's check the product roadmap. I think what we'll like to do is do some sort of showcase of all the things that are coming for Tsys. Those top 7 I mentioned just got announced last week internally. So I'd love to share that with the CoCard audience here and make sure everybody knows what our plans are so that we're all on the same page and all singing from the same sheet of music. But credit underwriting, yes, is underway to be fixed and corrected. So
All right.
you have my word on that.
Thank you.
Flat rate pricing.
Flat rate? Let's talk. We can do that. Yeah, we can do that today if you need it. It's not something it's tricky. So, but we can put something together if you're interested.
Cash discount.
What about
Cash discount. I love that. This is great. So
what about your funding cutoff time? Have you?
we have a grid.
One at a time. I have the cash discount. Did you see it on the Jet Bay meeting?
I missed a portion of it, but so Ray and I have had calls together, just so everybody's on the same page, related to cash discounting. And here's the deal: we are protective of the fact that there are penalties if you mess this up, right? So Visa is going to come down if we don't do this correctly. Obviously, debit, check cards, got to be careful with those. So we have it on our roadmap for Q1, but Ray and I had a conversation with Craig Teagan, our head of product, just I think in the last couple of weeks, talking about this to see, is this something that we could beta or pilot or do something with. But until we have the technology to offer the ability to do cash discounting, we're just not ready there. We're not there yet. So I think Q1 is more realistic. So we've got that on the roadmap, and that's something that we're looking to do.
And the next funding issue, cutoff time.
Okay. What's the question?
What's the specific?
I mean, I remember the last conference you mentioned that you were going to extend to qualify for the next day funding to 11 p.m.
11
Eastern time.
p.m.
Is that in place now?
No.
Don't laugh, people. We don't no competition here.
I wasn't here last year.
It's definitely
Yeah.
been an item on the radar, not just for CoCard, but across the board. So we definitely have that on our radar for months and months now.
How
Let me
about
take that as a
instant?
segue.
I was talking to Lou. Instant funding. What's it? That's some of that.
That is something we're looking at as well. So that's, and also financing. We got that going on too. So lots to look forward to. Yeah.
To tie into the funding question, why don't we have it? I just have I'm curious on that because I have business with central payments, which Tsys purchased, and the cutoff time over there on the Tsys end
Right.
is 8 p.m. Pacific, 11 Eastern. But when I take it to
So a wholesaler with Tsys is
Yeah.
getting 8 p.m. 11, but we're dealing directly with Tsys and we can't get that. Why is
Yeah,
that?
that's what
You
That's
know
a
how
good
that
question.
works?
Yeah, I don't know.
Same platform, same platform.
Is it Sierra versus Summit or Sierra
Sierra.
versus Saratoga? Yeah.
Saratoga.
Yeah, Sierra versus Saratoga. So let me take that as a takeaway. Yeah, and get back to this group.
That really would mean a lot.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I know it's important. Look, I worked at an ISO and it was painful. So I get where you guys are.
How about merchants that are on the Cayenne gateway? Since Tsys has taken over Cayenne, those merchants are paying a nickel a swipe on Cayenne. Is there ever going to be, because I have a couple of people, like Touch Bistro POS, for instance. Be like almost, because of that nickel a swipe, it's, it's a deal killer.
Yeah, let's talk after this. We have conversions underway. Obviously, we don't want to have all of these companies that we've purchased recently, all working independently. So obviously Cayenne is something we're pulling in. Henry Eggleston is at the helm right now with reporting into Phillips. So we want to make sure that we're pulling this all in under one platform and under one area. So let's talk afterwards and go into the detail of what you got.
I'm confused over the fact that you have medical software programs, and then you have an independent medical group that's associated with Tsys.
Well, there's a medical software program and then an independent medical group. Did you just partner with somebody? Is that what you did?
Yeah, I'm not familiar with that. Are you referring to our health division?
Yes.
The health
Okay,
division.
and then what's the software that you're referring to?
No, I'm just confused about the fact that one group can take over an account from another group, and they cut us out.
Okay.
That's too bad.
Yeah, we can talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want.
So, one more question, and then you can go to the table.
One question, so veterinary hospitals.
Veterinary, what?
Veterinary hospitals.
Yeah, vet hospital.
Do you somehow have a veterinary software integrated with that you promote or?
A software that's
We do.
specifically related to vets.
We do. We don't own one, but we have one that we work with directly. We have an agreement with. So
Go see her at a
yeah, I'd
table.
love to talk to you more about that.
Okay, and I will have to say, we for the first time, the iMobile 3 product you guys have there, we sell mobile device with this customer, we didn't have revenue or anything at the time. Kareem, I didn't know about it, he called Milburn's office and set him up, and I come back to the office and Kareem goes, "You're not gonna believe it, I was thinking, oh, this was just a terrible experience." He goes, "No, it was great. Tsys did this, they loaded the menu, they built the menu, they did this, they did that, it was perfect. Very good job." So I mean, they do a great job. Another one where we can pass the baton over, and they do the service support. You don't have to do anything, and the merchant is very happy. So
It's a great product.
yeah. Anyways, let's give her a great job.